when I wake up. This is me before I go to bed. This is me when I am on the toilet. And this is me when I'm praying. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Ooh! Alright, so for the past week, I've been taking a break off of social media. I did it from last Wednesday up until, well, this past Wednesday. And what I did was I deleted Snapchat, I deleted Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Facebook I don't really use, so that one didn't really matter. My biggest delete that was most affecting was Snapchat. Snapchat is the social media that I use all the time, constantly. I am on Snapchat at least 6 hours of the day in total, just scrolling, just watching people's stories, and snapping people. That is the main social media that I am always on, and it has definitely taken a toll on the amount of time that I'm on my phone. We're really good. Now, why I took this break is one of two reasons. One is I saw my favorite YouTuber do it, Casey Neistat, who I always talk about. He did it and he took a break off of Twitter for about a week, Instagram also, and he wanted to see the effects that it had on him because he is constantly always on Twitter. So I decided I would take a break also because I'm always on Snapchat and other social media platforms. The other reason, I truly did just need a break. I'm always on there and there's always something going on social media, and sometimes you just need to take a break from the virtual world and you just need to do your own thing and focus on reality and what's going on there. You're pretty good. Now, this break that I took, let me describe the kind of effects I was feeling. When I was off of social media, I felt like I was on a completely different planet. I felt like everyone was doing their own thing on a party planet, and I was just isolated in this own world of mine, just doing my own thing. It felt weird. It felt like there was no one else around but me and anyone I saw in person. It was much weirder to text people and to talk to them on the phone or talk to them in person rather than just hitting them up on social media. Reason why I say that is texting, it's not as big of a thing than using social media platforms. We keep up with each other's lives through this virtual world of social media, whether it's watching people's stories on Snapchat, whether it's seeing their photos on Instagram and seeing what they're doing, or whether it's keeping up with their random tweets on Twitter, tweeting about what they're currently doing at the moment. You don't really go and talk to people about their days. You know, that's kind of an old thing. From my perspective, what a lot of kids do is just they hit up each other on Snapchat, for example, or maybe they'll just slide up on their stories and then ask questions and start a conversation there. So it's more communication via technology rather than it is verbal communications. And I experienced that throughout my week off of social media. It's pretty good. So the way that social media has affected me in school, I know that's what a lot of y'all are probably wondering, is I didn't get a lot of classwork done. Reason why that was the case was because any down point that I had, I was always on my phone scrolling or doing anything like that. I wasn't able to complete my classwork or pay attention, probably because I was always on that phone. And I noticed it would affect the way I was learning the kind of topics that we were doing in class. I wasn't able to get my classwork turned in on time, or really my homework also. Because at home, no one's gonna tell you to get off your phone. So you'd rather be on your phone rather than completing your homework assignments and getting them done so you can turn them in the next day. So with this week, when I put my phone away, since I had nothing to do on it, since social media wasn't on it, I got a lot of work done. I got my projects turned in. I saw a boost in my grades. So I was getting a lot of things done without having social media on my phone. Because I had nothing to do on my phone was put away, and I was able to get my work done because obviously I had nothing else to do, may as well do some work. And there's a lot that you can accomplish without being distracted. Still pretty good. So, I say all of this to say this. Social media is definitely a wonderful thing. It's a great thing for businesses. It's a great communication system for to communicate with people across the world, or to communicate with those around you and to see how they're doing in life. I also say that if you're like me and you are constantly on your phone, always going through social media, it's awesome, but don't let it control you. Don't let it get the best of your abilities to where you find yourself constantly on it and you're not doing anything productive. Being productive in life is always what gets you ahead. Doing a lot of workouts or schoolwork or whatever it is that makes you productive, besides being on your phone all the time, do that and save the social media for a later time. And when you do get on your social media, digress the time by a lot so that you don't find yourself on it every single bit of the day. By that I mean, take some time off of social media, and when you are on social media, do not spend an excessive amount of time on it like you usually would. By building that self-discipline, you're telling yourself, hey, I could be doing a lot more productive things than scrolling through Instagram. Let me put my phone down and go work out. Or let me put my phone down and get some work done. You'll feel much more better by yourself because you got your work done. Now you can spend some time on social media, but you don't need to spend all your time because you can check it, but then put your phone down and do something better. Like go have a conversation with someone in person, hang out, be productive, be active, be proactive, and don't always spend time on your phone. And one more thing I would like to add, I know a lot of people like to say, social media is too much, I need to take a break from it, but then they find themselves getting on the next day. Well, the reason why they say that is because maybe they've experienced some drama or some bullying and they just feel like they need a break. So for example, a lot of kids at my school feel like social media gets too much, especially with Snapchat. A lot of people like to talk smack on Snapchat, and then that person posts on their story, I need a break, I can't do this anymore. Good. Now I say that you take that break to heart, because what girls do, and I'm not saying it's just girls, but that's the majority of the people that do it at my school. Anyone, both genders, will post on their story and say that they need to take a break. Take that break, effectively take that break for a couple days and then get back on. It'll help you with your self-esteem. You will calm yourself down during that time. Try to focus on the more positive aspects of life and just do your own thing. Do not let social media control you, like I said, because people will post that they need to take a break or that they'll be back, and then they hop on like the very next hour or the very next day, they're back on it, like as if it was no big deal. But in reality, it was hurting themselves because of all the negativity on that platform. So I say, whenever you think that you need a break, go for it. It's not a bad thing to take a break of social media. You may think that you're missing a lot. I thought I was missing a lot. I really wasn't missing anything. Maybe I missed a couple fight stories, that's it. But you're really not missing a lot when you take a break off of social media. So I say go for it, take that break. It'll help you a lot, just like it helped me. And one more thing, these are pretty freaking good.